Hey everyone, welcome back. I have been away for 2 months now, I think. I think my last video was at the end of February. So I'm back. My name is Hannah and this is my channel, Hannah Stitching. Hopefully the camera isn't too bouncy. I'm on my bed and I just kind of have it propped up on a squishmallow and a box with my tarot deck in it because I don't really have anything better. But my husband and son are home and they are upstairs. So if I wanted to get something filmed, I was like, I need to do it tonight. So it is Sunday, April 30th. And I have a lot to show you guys. So I guess let's get started. I think I said my name's Hannah. Welcome. I know I have a few new subscribers, so thank you. And I hope you enjoy what you see. So we'll start with March, where I am in a Whip Warriors group, which is to try and focus on getting, as much work, progress, and finishes on current projects. I currently have, for those of you who are newer, maybe haven't watched any of my whip parades, I currently have, I think, 74 projects. And I started the year with, how many did I start the year with? Do I have the paper in here? I had a piece of, oh, here we go. With 77. So I've done a few. I do have one small finish, but I will show that after my March stuff. So in March, the Whip Warriors did a lion versus lamb, and the goal was to put as many stitches, or to put 1,000 to 2,000 stitches, depending on if you're doing full or half. Full was 1,000, half was 2,000 stitches into your projects, starting with whips that had the least amount of stitches. So I'm sorry, I'm on my pattern keeper, so I have, I can show you my stuff here. And this is for all full coverage projects. Unfortunately, I'd wanted to work on one full coverage project, and sadly I was not able to because I forget what the reason was. But all right, so the project, I think I ended up working on, oh, what was it? 8 or so full coverages. I only have, let's see, I had a new start, T-Rex attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I ended up having, I ended up having 5 that I worked on. And I also apparently worked on Merlin's Laboratory, which I don't remember working on, but that was a long time ago. So Merlin's Laboratory is by Ciro Marchetti, and oops, I am doing the mini version. Let's see if I can. So this guy here, I am doing this one. I did not do as part of the lion versus lamb. This one I think I just, honestly, I'm not sure why I worked on it. I don't even know how many stitches I put into it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I will tell you the stats that I have for it, though. Alright, so this is Merlin's Laboratory. I am doing this on, I think it's 16 count Ada. Not looking too bad. See some books in here, and then this is going to be These are some lights. And I am at 3,526 stitches out of 84,500 and at 4.17%. Ideally, I would like to get this to probably at least a page finish by the end of the year. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I really like this one. One of the reasons I started this is my son's name is Merlin, and he is named after the wizard. Which a lot of people don't get that. When I tell them his name is Merlin, they're just like, oh, that's an interesting name. And it's like, you don't get the correlation to the wizard? Like, I don't know, that just, both me and my husband are kind of like confused about that, how so few people know about the wizard Merlin. Okay, so then I had my new start, which I know I threw it in here. Please tell me I threw it in here. Ah, here she is. Okay. So on the 1st of March, me and Marjorie Maid over from Marjorie Maid on Flosstube and Instagram, we decided to do a start along featuring patterns from the sewing shop that is owned by Kaylee 10 Stitch. And so me and her, we both picked designs from the same artist, and she's made really good progress on hers. Mine I still have. I think I did, so because of the Lion vs. Lamb, and this was a new start. Oh, that's what it was. I started her on the 1st. I wasn't able to work on one of the projects I wanted to. Anyways, I started this one. It is Glitter Kingdom 2, I think. And I did immediately put in 2,000 stitches. Let's see if I can find the artist. So the artwork is by Jessica Jackson. And yeah, Glitter Kingdom 3. I am doing this 28 count tent stitch. So this is where I got to. So not too bad. Like I said, I was able to, because of starting it with a challenge, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to put in, 2,000 stitches. And I actually ended up putting in 2,293 stitches, because when I first started it, I totally forgot I had to put like a code word in the picture, and I didn't do that. So I think I started it at like 293 stitches, realized I forgot the code word, so I had to do an extra 2,000. But I mean, that's not the worst thing. So I'm just starting it in the far corner, as I typically do. So, right up in here is where I'm at. So she is currently just living in a plastic bag. So yeah, if you want to see what Marjorie is working on, go check her out. There is also a hashtag on Instagram. What was it? I can't even remember the Instagram, the hashtag we made. Oh, Rip My Whips Sal. So, alright, that was the new start. And then after that, it appears that I worked on T-Rex Attack, which I actually also worked on this month. So now I've just got to look through my big pile of like whips that I have sitting over here, because I have nothing in order. Why would I? That's, thinking, that would make too much sense. Too much sense. Am I gonna have to just like skip it until I find it eventually? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is in my Outlander bag from Forbidden Fiber Co. Now, this one I actually put in quite a bit of work into. This was a birthday start for myself last December. And this is charted. This is by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Mini T-Rex Attack. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how, like, so far over. It just feels kind of weird. This is Mini T-Rex Attack, max color. There's 250 colors, I believe, in this. And the artwork is by David Penfound. And I put in, I don't know where I started, unfortunately. I know I didn't have that much. And I'm doing this on a 28 count. This is really pretty, like, purples and oranges and pinks and stuff in there. And this is actually the start of the T-Rex head. So this is page 1. And I am at, so I put 2,000 stitches into this, and then I did some more at the beginning of this month. So I'm at 3,658 stitches out of 62,000. This one's actually pretty small. I think it was only like 250 by 250, something like that. And I am at 5.85%. So I've really been enjoying working on this one. And when I get to plans, this one might, I think this one's probably going to come back out again because I have been really enjoying working on it. All right, and then I did Sacred Balance, which is by, I think, Thread Geeks. Yeah, Thread Geeks. So it's this one here. And I am not doing all this black. All this black is charted, but I am not doing it. I'm just doing it on Black Ada. I think it's 14 count because, or no, maybe it's 18. It's not 14. My guess is it's 16 or 18. And I put 1,000 stitches into this one because I am doing this full cross. This one might be kind of hard to see as there's a lot of black stitches in it. So we'll see how this goes. Just go like this. I did do a center start. Oh, you can kind of see. So I have black stitches up to about here. So I just really focused in on this area here. So a little hard to see, but so I currently have 1807 stitches and it's 2.18%. I do not have any like grand plans for this one. Just work on it when I want to. This isn't one I'm like, oh, I need to finish it, because I don't. I just like it. But it's good to get some work on it because I don't think I've worked on it since like mid last year. And then I would have worked on What Lies Beneath. And that is by Dakota Datweiler. She is retired from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I got this piece when they announced her retirement, knowing that my husband would like this one, and he does. He thinks it's pretty cool. So this is the mini version, and I put in 2,000 stitches. So I am at 2,858 stitches, and 3.55%. Again, I don't really have any like time frame for this one, So, yeah, I'll try to work on it probably a little bit more this year. I know there was talk of doing another Lions versus Lamb challenge later this year, so if they do that, maybe it would come out for that. I guess it depends on progress on my other whips. Alright, and then I worked on Blu-ray, which also got 2,000 stitches, and Blu-ray is where I started to kind of lose my stitching mojo, unfortunately. So this is mini Blu-ray artwork by Leah Roche. I seen somebody else stitching the mini and it was looking really good, so I feel pretty good about it. But I was starting to lose my stitching mojo around this because I was having to work in these in like a certain order and not necessarily how in order of, oh, this is like one of my favorites to, you know, work on. So unfortunately that meant I definitely did not get as many projects done as I wanted, just because I was kind of losing my mojo. But this now has 2,996 stitches and is at 3.63%. So I stitched a lot of black and, what was it, 969? 939. But, yeah, not much to say. It's just kind of a abstract-y looking blob, I guess. I love the finished design. I think I was missing some colors or something and probably just didn't want to go buy any, so. But yeah, so that's Blu-ray. And then the last one I worked on for that. Okay, so I did not work on that. I could have sworn I worked on that one. But apparently I did not. So the last one that I worked on was Melody. Melody is huge. She is a full-size Heaven and Earth Designs, and she is being stitched on 14 count Aida. But I love her. The colors, just everything. I just love everything about this. Artwork is by Mika Jelena. And this is where I just kind of stopped. I did not get my 1,000. I don't think I got my 1,000 stitches in on this. I think I was like 200 away or something like that. But this is where I got to. So we've started to really get some fill-in on the palm trees and a little bit on the background here. And that's mostly where I focus, was just filling in and then background. She is going to be big. So I have 2,104 stitches and I am 1.38%. I think I was just getting tired of stitching green. And honestly, 14 count on a Haid is kind of a pain in the ass. It goes so slow. You don't see the progress, but it will be worth it. And I knew that this was coming. I wanted her tapestry size, so like I want her to be fucking huge. Okay, I'm gonna hang her in my entry where I have like it's pretty tall ceilings, so you know, like that's where she needs to be. Just bleh. Okay, and that is what I worked on in March. Sorry if the camera's really shaky. It's trying not to. I'm sorry. Okay. I think I'm saying that a lot. I'm sorry. Oh my god, you guys. It has been so long since I have filmed one of these. I feel just a little out of practice. And then, you know, having 2 months worth of shit. So, it's a lot. Alright, so the first thing I worked on was Mini T-Rex Attack, which I showed you. And then I ended up shopping on Etsy because, you know, I'm supposed to have all these new starts. I'm not. And okay, I know I threw you in the bag. One of them that I bought was just a mini. Where did you go? Oh my god. There we go. So one of them I bought was just a mini. And it's by LaSalve Designs on Etsy. And it is just this adorable little snow leopard. So, I know I wasn't supposed to have any starts, but I needed, after doing those heids, and like I see progress, but I also feel like I'm not seeing a lot of progress. I needed something quick and small to finish. So, we did this guy. Then I'll show you the rest of what I bought when I go to haul. So that was my finish. And then I started working on Captain Claw. Alright, so I am stoked. I finally finished the section that I was supposed to finish back in, I think, February. Alright, this is Mini Captain Claw, artwork by Jeff Haney, charted by Heaven and Art Designs. I've hit 50%, you guys. 50 fucking %. I am so excited. So now to keep pushing this month. Now, please forgive me, the fabric is dirty. He is still in the Q-snap. I probably won't be taking him out anytime soon. But this is where I'm at. So I finally finished this whole bottom row, which equaled about a page. So I'm considering that like a page finish, since the entire bottom row up to here was like just partial pages, and it was roughly about the same. So we are now 50%, which, yes. And that's 40,784 stitches. And so that's kind of what I got done. So now I'd originally thought about going up like the side, but my brain is like, you can't leave this unfinished. So now I am going to do this page here, which goes up to about here-ish, probably. Somewhere around there. Because there's 2 pages, and then there's like itty-bitty page. So that's my plan, and I've already put in a few stitches for this page here. I know I kind of say this every time I pull them out. My goal is for page finish come May. Yeah, we'll see. That's the goal, though, as I would ideally like to finish him this year. So I am very stoked on my progress on that, and because I did not work on him at all in March. I did take a break from him in March. So, all right. Next up. While I was just kind of floundering, trying to figure out what to stitch, I pulled out one I've been wanting to work on, but have not worked on in ages. And that is Moth and the Moon by the Tiny Modernist. And I thought I just saw it right here somewhere. This one did not get a ton of work, but you know, some work is better than no work. At least now I've touched it this year. And so that's where we're at. I mostly focused on doing a little bit up here and in here. If I have a before picture, I'll see if I can put it in. So just border work, and then hard to see, but there's a little bit of one of the first moths right here. And this is on some 14 count natural something I picked up at Joann's. And then I worked on Animal House, which I have here. So Animal House was a stitch along by Satsuma Street last year. And I finally pulled it out again. And started working on it. And I have almost a page finish. Almost. So this is Animal House, and I am currently working down in here. So, you'll see in a moment what the, roughly what the page is. But isn't it so cute? It's so bright and colorful. I am hoping to kind of get a little bit more work on this one this year. I don't know if I want to go for a finish, but it would also look great in my kitchen. So I kind of want to like work on it just for the fact that it would look fucking amazing in my kitchen. Alright, so this is where I'm at. I am doing this on Black Ada, which, is making the colors really pop. So over here and coming down is starting on the next part of the house with the zebra and the lion. And this would roughly be the end of the page. So I have to add the peacock a little bit up here. So I guess a little further than I thought I was, or a little less than I thought I had, but, I still made really good progress, because if I'm able to put before pictures, I had very little done on this. So maybe this will come back out in June? Maybe? I would like it to. I would like to see if I could maybe get another page on it in June. Like, finish that page and get another page. But I was feeling like I needed finishes, which I didn't quite get, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks because I'm so close on a few things. So I'm going to show those at the end. So then Whip Warriors did a whip frenzy. And the goal was to put 100 stitches in as many projects as you could. I ended up putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I ended up pulling 10 projects and putting in 100 stitches in them. So you're not going to see a ton of progress, but some. And I was actually able to do that over the 24 hours of cross stitch weekend, which I did participate in. And I did make good progress on my projects. I don't know how many hours I did because I did half days so that I could spend some time chilling with my family. So, pull out this big old folder here. One that I did put some progress in was July Freebie, which is this guy here by Mama Witch X Stitch. And this was a freebie on her Facebook page like a year or so ago. And this is where I'm at. So I probably will not pop in a before or after or anything because I just worked on the owl here and then the moon. So all of this was all the border and stuff was already there. So I did not have a ton of progress on this. And this one's not huge. It's bookmark size. So, and it's on a 14 count Black Ada. All right, next up I worked on I call it Orange Scene. That's not its name, obviously. I don't know if it has a name. It is from DMC something, I think, on Etsy. I will see if I can post a picture because I don't have a picture with me for it. And that is right here. I'm doing this one on 14 count opal Ada. And I only, like I said, I only put about 100 stitches in, focusing down here. So this is where I'm at. This is one I would like to maybe try and get a finish on this year. I have a few more by this designer that I would actually like to start and do. I've already done one for my husband, so if I can finish this one, it'd be fun to start one of the other ones I have by them. Alright, we'll go with this one next. So this one I actually did over 100 stitches just because I was enjoying working on it. This is just a panda from my Oriental Odyssey cross stitch book. This is by Patterns by Joan Elliott. And I'm doing this little panda guy here. And I think this is going to be my next mini focus, because I was really enjoying it and it's not too bad to work on. So all I had was the gold border, so I have added in all of this. That's the start of the panda, and some more bamboo. I didn't want to bother trying to figure out what the count was, how many stitches I put in from here to like here, so I just started filling in. And this is on a 14 count, what's it called? Is it a printed? Oh, no, it's just a light blue Ada. So. And I got a frog on the other side. So yeah, like I said, I think this will probably be my next mini focus, which I will explain later how I've been stitching. Alright, and then I did Fox the Red. Actually, these are not in the order that I worked on them. They're just in the order that I'm seeing them currently. So this is by, I'm not even going to try and say that, by this designer. And it's this one here. This was my New Year, New Start for last year. And I'm doing this on an even weave of some light blue nature. The color isn't really coming up. So, but I mostly just focused on kind of filling in here and working on out. Again, this only got about 100 stitches, so not a ton. But nice to get it out and worked on a little bit. So I am happy about that. I do enjoy working on this. Just I have so many projects. I have more Nimus though. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I have more by the same designer that I got on sale at Stitchville. So I kind of feel like if I finish that one, then I could start another one that I have. Okay. I'm going to do this one. This has 2 in it, and both of these got about 100 stitches. One was one was last year's stitch along, and it was the, oh my god, I'm tired, you guys. I'm sitting here like, scroll. It was the is it My Body? Pro Choice Cell. So this is the Pro Choice Cell by Notorious Needle. And she did a few different varieties of that. Where it says Codify Row now. I haven't decided which one I'm doing. I think I'm going to do Fuck SCOTUS, but I'm not sure. So I put in 100 stitches there. So obviously not a lot. But some. So this is where it's at, and I just put in this circle here. That's all. The colors on this are great though. And then I worked on her Sal from 2021, which is the We Believe. Let me make sure. Nope, this isn't the right version. There was 2 versions. One version had, let's see here. There we go. So the version I'm doing, the border says We Believe, and so it's just a bunch of backstitched We Believes in between, like, all of this. And this is the one, that's the version I'm doing. And this is where I'm at. So not a lot of progress. I started this when I bought the Pro Choice Cell. And so I just added some dark purple stitches there. So not a lot. Yeah, I would love to sit here and be like, I'm gonna work on this soon. Yeah, I probably won't. Let's be real here. The fact that I got 100 stitches each is a miracle in and of itself. Oh. Lost the minder. Sorry, this video is kind of all over the place, guys. I'm just trying to make it not last, you know, an hour. Okay. This is Magic Night by Teresa Wensler. And this had so few stitches, it was depressing. So I put in another 100 stitches. And it's still depressing, but it's less depressing. This is just the bottom of the sleigh. And this is on a, I think, no, this looks like 14 count Aida that I dyed myself. See if I can kind of, there we go. So this is what the entire fabric looks like. And back of the sleigh. There's a lot of half stitches, a lot of color blends, you know, typical Teresa Wensler fashion. So I think I don't have a lot of the colors maybe. There's some threads that I need to figure out because it has like bulgars and stuff in it, and I don't know where you get that. I haven't heard of that. I think I heard that they don't make them anymore. So I need to probably figure out how to convert those to cry necks or something. So, yeah. Alright. I also worked on... Oh, I'm getting down there. I also worked a little bit on Sandy the Summer Witch. Which is this one here by Bobby Brooks. Or no, Brooks Brooks Books Publishing. Where did I get Bobby Brooks? I don't know. And this is where I got to. So just filling in her arms and this handle of the broom. I have all the specialty stuff for her, and I'd wanted to fill her in, but I realized I'd left all the specialty stuff somewhere upstairs. And I recently went through and like reorganized all my stuff. So now I have to go figure out where I put that. Right, and that is everything that I worked on for, I worked on 2 other projects, but they're ones that I've also just been kind of focusing on all month. So, next up, I have been working on, I gotta find my Redley here. I have been working on my Steampunk Dalmatian. And my goal is to finish him. This is by Lucy Heaton. I believe I have one more evening on this and I'll be done. So this I will hopefully have finished, hopefully tomorrow night actually. So hopefully next month, at the end of the month, you'll see the finish for this. But this is where I'm at. So I have a little bit of hat left over here. I think this is roughly the edge. Let me see. Yeah, there's like one more little row that like goes out right here. And then just a bunch of back stitching. But as you can see, I have done some back stitching as I've gone. Like the Dalmatian is back stitched. And then a little bit up in here. He is super cute. So I'm excited to almost be done with him. And that'll be just another, well, tick of a finish. So yeah, almost done with him. And I have one more that I'm getting so close on. But alas, it's going away till June, and it makes me really sad. But I also am kind of at a point where I need a break from it, so like, it's probably for the best, if I'm being perfectly honest. And that is Under the Sea. Sorry, I need a drink here. So this is Under the Sea by the Frosted Pumpkin. I will probably be trying to make an effort, though, to make sure it gets finished in June, as I want to start their new stitch along that's coming out. Castle Homecoming, I think is what it's called. So this was last year's stitch along. Oh, I missed one. Okay, I'll show it after this one. This is on a periwinkle 18 count Ada by Bestitch Me. I don't know why I did a center start. I'm kind of kicking myself for it because I have so much fabric. Like, I feel like it's wasted fabric, but it is what it is. But this is where I'm at. So I have all 4 corners done. It looks like everything's gonna line up. So I have, there's a section here. There's a diver here. Or no. So there's some turtles and a diver in this area here. And then there's some like sand and coral and stuff down here. And that's all I got left. So hopefully it should be a fairly quick finish come June. And the reason I am waiting till June to finish... Oh wait, I have one more to show you. So then I can tell you all about my grand plans. Hopefully I have a picture of this. Fuck, I don't know if I do. Sorry if I'm pissing you guys off with all my swearing, but it is what it is. So this was the summer stitch along from a cross stitcher magazine. And it was one of those that like came with the kits. There's 3 sections. I am doing that section there. And I put 100 stitches in. So mostly the roof. Actually, I think it was just the roof. So, all right. Plans. I'm going to try a rotation of every other month I work on full coverage, and then every other month I work on like just my normal projects. Captain Claw excluded. I'm gonna try and get him back into the rotation, you know, every month. So this month my plan is to work, or for May, which is tomorrow, my plan is to work solely on full coverages. And I am going to try to make them full coverages that did not get touched in March. Since March, I worked pretty much all on full coverages. So ones that I want to work on are Mermaid's Treasure by Amy Stewart, which is this one here. I would like to get some work on her. She is huge, and she is the max color version. So I would like to get some progress on her. And the way I have been doing this is, so I'd work on Claw during the day, and then I would work on the Steampunk Dalmatian at night. And then the next day I would work on Under the Sea, and then Steampunk Dog at night. So I had like my mini that I was just kind of consistently working on I only stitched for about an hour and a half at night. So I was consistently just working on that every night, aiming for a finish, which hopefully, like I said, tomorrow. So for my mini, I am going to keep it in the Hade family. But I am doing my smallest Hade, which is 225 by 223. And is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So I have no big plans for her other than she will come out every night. I don't have pictures of all this, so you'll just get to see it, you know, at the end of the month. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm working on. So she will be my evening project, and will hopefully get worked on every, you know, evening that I stitch. I also want to work on my Onion Dragon, which is this guy here, along with Captain Claw. I'd like to maybe work on Melody as well. My goal for some of these is just maybe try to get another 1,000 stitches in. So, well, Claw, I would love a page finish. Mermaid's Treasure, I'm fairly close to a page finish. But even if I only get 1,000, 2,000 stitches in, that would be great. And I would also like to work on Juxtapose, which we haven't seen since last year, so I will show you her. I'd like to get another 1,000-ish stitches in on her. And Kitschy Cute Collector, which is also an Amy Stewart. Possibly also get a few more into Glitter Kingdom and into my stocking. Walking as One, which I forget who that's by. Is that by Jody Bergsma? And Story Keep Juxtaposes by Mika Jelena. So same artist as Melody. So ideally, I would like to be working on all my full coverages. Hopefully, like I said, the Faces of Fairy, which is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, will hopefully get, you know, a good amount of stitching. She has 28 count, 2/110. I also plan on having a new start. So with the Work Your Whips, or the Whip Warriors, I'm doing the Work Your Whips route. And we recently just had a album check. And if you pass, you get a new start in May. So that's going to lead me into what did I buy? So what I plan on starting is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And what was the name of it? Green Goddess. So I plan on starting her. I saw her and I fell in love. The whole first page is black, so should go fairly quick. Doing 2 over 1/10. Just how many stitches in black? I mean, it was like 111,000 some black stitches, so it's a lot of black. And then Heaven and Earth actually gave away 2 freebies recently. So they gave away this one for Earth Day. And it is super pretty. This is one I would actually like to start. I don't always love their freebies, but this one I really like. And then oh, the Green Goddess I just got in their last sale. And then they also gave away a Dark Gothic Fairy. She's pretty, but I don't know. But she was free, so I took her, figuring maybe. This is by Morgan Fitzsimmons. And so those are the 3 hates I got. And then I was shopping on Etsy. And I don't know when I'm going to start these. I would like to finish one of my current larger non-hate projects before I start these. But this is Visit Isla Nublar. I have been a Jurassic Park fan forever, and I really wanted these. They're from Country... What is it? Country Magic Stitch. And I believe NBC Stitcher is doing some from the Star Wars. And I had seen these on Etsy, but the designer had gone away for a while. So I was stoked to find them back on Etsy. And this is just a Jurassic Park one. So I would love to stitch both of these. Like I said, I had kind of wanted them for a while, but the designer left, and it made me sad. So then I also got, where is it? Does this have a cover photo or not? It doesn't. I think if I hold it back far enough away. It says, "Fight me, you long ass bitch." I fucking love it. Even my husband kind of giggled at that one. And then as you've seen, I had got the snow leopard. So those are my Etsy purchases. And then for Earth Day, the Stitchers Collective donate a minimum of $10 to one of the organizations they had chosen, and you can get a bunch of patterns. I'm not going to show you all of them. If you go look up the Stitchers Collective on Instagram, they do have a couple of places where you can see all the patterns that they offered. I did not take all of them, just the ones that I would like to stitch. So I have a few that I'm hoping to start maybe in June-ish, depending on my finishes. And then I was at Michael's and I got this Dimensions kit. I had been eyeing it for a while, and it was $15 on clearance. So I obviously snagged that. So my new plans, goals, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on full coverages for the month of May, hoping for just as much progress on them as possible, maybe a few page finishes. And then I have a few starts that I want to do. We'll see if I get to them though. Aside from Green Goddess, she will be started in probably early May. One of my original plans was, 5 finishes, get a new start. So I can't do it. So I'm going to do 2 finishes to get a start. That way, I'm still finishing more than I'm starting is, the goal. So like I said, the Frosted Pumpkin is starting their new sale sometime in May. I would like to start that. I'll have the Dalmatian finished. If I can get a page... Well, I have the Dalmatian and I have my page finish on Claw. So that's that new start. Green Goddess, I'm just doing because I get that free start for Whip Warriors. Maloka Designs is also doing a free stitch along that I would like to do. That one may have to wait until June so that I can get 2 more finishes, unless I miraculously get 2 page finishes by the end of the month. So that's where I'm at. And yeah, if you hung around this long, thank you. I feel like I was a little all over the place, and yet not. I don't know. I feel kind of weird about this video. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you like the video, I guess like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love talking with people in my comments. Yeah. I will see you all hopefully next month. Bye.